Good morning or afternoon. Today we are looking at theme from Violin Concerto in D by Beethoven. The first thing that you might notice about this is it's not actually in the key of D. It's in a different key so that we would be able to play it as a band. A concerto is a piece that was written kind of to show off a certain performer. So this particular one was written for a performer who played piano and violin and was a composer named Franz Clement. And the rumor is that Beethoven took so long to compose this that it was finished at the last moment, and Franz Clement actually sight read it in front of the audience. So concertos are typically very difficult pieces of music meant to show off how proficient a musician is, and this one is that definitely. This actual piece, when it was written in 1806, was not very popular at all. It didn't gain any popularity until about 1844, and by that time, Ludwig van Beethoven was no longer with us, so he never really got to see the rise in popularity of this piece, and it's one of the most popular concertos that he's ever written currently. So looking straight through this piece, the first thing that you should notice is key signature, time signature. So look at that right there. And of course, the time signature is 6/8. So 6 beats per measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. Another wrinkle here in this raising of a piece is that you have a pickup note here, which is the 6th 8th note in the measure. So you're going to start here on beat 6 and then back at the beginning. Now, if you look on my screen here, I'm looking at the clarinet part. The clarinet part is significantly more challenging than the other parts because the clarinets are going to be playing their new high notes. These are notes that we've sort of kind of played before and we emphasized yesterday. So make sure that your embouchure is tight and perfect while you're playing these notes. Any little bit of movement in your embouchure will cause those notes to either squeak or not come out. So I definitely recommend that we go slowly through this. Roadmap for this one. You're going to be going measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4, measure 5, measure 6, measure 7, measure 8, and then you're actually going to keep going here and then pick up to measure 9 and then measure 10, and then you have this note right here that is a fermata. Molto ritardando means slows down a lot. Molto means a lot. So slow down a lot for a dramatic finish here, and then it says DC al fine, so we go back to the beginning, and then measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4, measure 5, measure 6, measure 7, measure 8. Fine means we are done. So go through this one very slowly, especially if you play clarinet. Play with your best sound, and I hope that you enjoy the sound of the recording.